Nigeria is boiling right now, with major opposition parties coming together to form a common front to challenge Nigerian President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who has been in power for over 4 years now. Tinubu is being accused by these opposition parties of trying to move Nigeria into a one-party structure, a one-party state, a thing that they say they will not allow it to happen. They have accused President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of trying to mutilate Nigerian constitution, electoral code, in order to make him win another mandate come 2027. Now, what is the Ibadan declaration? And this is the very first time that Nigeria is facing this kind of situation where major opposition parties are coming together with one vision and one focus to unite against the ruling class or against the ruling party. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu belongs to a party known as the All Progressive Congress, the APC party. And since Tinubu came into power in Nigeria, he made a series of promises. Most of the promises have not been kept. With a level of energy, he said if he's unable to provide electricity, that Nigerians should not vote for him come 2027. Since Tinubu made that speech about electricity, that Nigerians are going to have steady electricity, that vision or that dream has not been achieved. Another remarkable point which President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has been unable to keep is a level of insecurity. Insecurity in Nigeria is all-time high now. What is the Ibadan Declaration? The Ibadan Declaration is what is shaking the pillars of Nigerian political class right now. It's made up of top opposition parties that are now coming together or came together in Ibadan to discuss on a way forward to provide a unified front to challenge President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, according to the Ibadan Declaration, they said they are going to merge their political parties into one, provide one common candidate to ensure that democracy is protected, ensure that the constitution is respected when it comes to the Electoral Act. Now, one of the major points of the Ibadan Declaration that was made is that they are going to provide one common candidate that will stand against President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Now, who are these candidates and what are the parties?
Welcome to Ibadan, the political capital of the Southwest. Across Nigeria today, we're witnessing a level of political concentration that should concern all of us. A significant majority of state governments are aligned under one party. There are open efforts to consolidate legislative control under one party. At the same time, opposition parties are increasingly entangled in internal crises and legal battles that raise serious questions about their ability to function effectively. Taken individually, each of these may have its own explanation, but taken together, they point to a pattern where the space for real political competition is disappearing. This is not something that we should treat lightly. I don't want to think saboteurs are here. Well, this is not something that we should treat lightly, because democracy is not destroyed overnight. It is weakened step by step until people begin to feel it no longer works for them. Whether one agrees with this concern or not, it is no longer something we can dismiss. Because when opposition becomes ineffective, democracy itself begins to lose meaning. we must be clear about what this means. Well, let me apologize up front. This banquet hall is supposed to be work in progress, but I wanted us to use this place today. So I asked them, whatever it will take, we must be inside this government banquet hall. So it's possible. It's possible that they still have teething problems, but we'll manage through. So there must be clarity about what we're witnessing, what it means for us. First, democracy is not defined by the success of one party. It is defined by the existence of real alternatives, by the ability of citizens to choose, and by the confidence.
We are talking about the PDP party, the Labour Party, the ADC party, and we are also talking about Atiku Abubakar, one-time Vice President of Nigeria. We are talking about Peter Obi, who was the front runner or the second candidate that came second in the just ended Nigerian presidential election. We are talking about Rube Kwankwaso, who controls the north. We are also talking about top-ranking officials in Nigeria. They have decided that they are coming together to challenge President Bola Ahmed Asubajo Tinubu. If you look at the current dynamic right now in Nigeria, one need not to tell you that the political class of Nigeria is panicking, and this will give a lot of dynamics and will change a lot of dynamics when it comes to the 2027 presidential election. Will Tinubu be able to withstand the pressure, or will the opposition unite? Well, the unity among opposition is still a far-fetched dream, because this is the first meeting about the Ibadan declaration. It is also not certain whether these parties will calm down their ego and unite and form a common front. Many people in Nigeria within the opposition class are calling for Peter Obi to come together with Atiku Abubakar, Kwankwaso and the rest. So the dynamic is really, really troubling. But first, let us observe how it's going to be.